This podcast is brought to you by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania. Get $400 off windows and $800 off doors during their current summer sale. They'll even throw in a free upgrade to Smart Sun Glass too. Visit renewalbyandersen.com for more information. Offer ends August 31st. How universities handle students' criminal records is up for debate. Meanwhile, a legal battle between state lawmakers has hit $4.2 million in legal fees. Philly homeowners will see their property tax bills go up. Lastly, cheers to the top beer destinations. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and you're listening to Today in PA. In 2022, a male student at American University in D.C. went into two female students' dorm rooms without permission, stole underwear, and even touched one woman on the inner thigh while she slept, reports the Philadelphia Inquirer. That student, David Kramer-Freed, later admitted he attempted, quote, to engage in sexual contact, unquote, during the incident, and eventually pleaded guilty to misdemeanor sexual abuse and second-degree burglary. He's also now a full-time student at Temple University in Philadelphia studying public health, all while having to regularly report electronically to pretrial services as he awaits sentencing at the end of the month. It is unclear as to what point after the arrest Kramer-Freed was accepted into Temple, but this has reopened an old debate concerning whether, when, and what kind of criminal records or activity of potential students should be considered in the college application process. Common App, which is an undergrad application platform, got rid of its criminal history questions in 2019, for example, after finding that black applicants reported such incidents at more than twice the rate of white students, making it a practice, in the words of Jenny Rickard, Common App president and CEO, that may, quote, suppress college-going aspiration and overshadow potential. 10 universities in the state system of higher education similarly remove such questions, although those who want to dorm are asked beforehand. Temple declined to say whether Kramer-Freed disclosed what happened at American before his acceptance. The Regional Greenhouse Gas Initiative is a multi-state effort to fight climate change in which participating states agree to things like limiting the total carbon emissions energy producers within their borders generate yearly, reports Spotlight PA. Former Governor Tom Wolf in 2019 signed an executive order that essentially signed Pennsylvania up to participate in the initiative, resulting in an ongoing battle between state lawmakers that has recently accumulated over $4.2 million in legal bills. There are two active lawsuits that are seeking to invalidate the state's entry into the initiative, and the lawyers involved have charged for things like drafting petitions, research, and of course, arguing the case. Homeowners in Philadelphia will see their property tax bills go up by an average $330 a year this year, states the Philadelphia Inquirer. Mayor Sherrell Parker's administration announced this increase yesterday as it prepares the first citywide real estate reassessment in 2 years. These rates have been unchanged for a bit, but as property values grow over time, so do they. In other words, this average $330 is kind of good news, as Finance Director Rob Dubose says it's, quote, a good indicator for the Philadelphia market's desirability. Nevertheless, if you're a Philadelphia property owner that isn't too jazzed with this, you can file a formal appeal with the Board of Revision of Taxes. The deadline to do that is October 7th. The city will mail reassessment notices to property owners this week. 3 cities in Pennsylvania made it onto a list of the top cities for beer lovers in the United States, says PennLive. Tasting Tables seeded a list of 100 cities, then graded them each on things like number of breweries, beer tasting tours, and the average price of domestic beer before ranking them. Lancaster ranked 6th nationwide, followed by Pittsburgh in 7th. Harrisburg even made it on there in 12th. The very top beer city in the country, however, was found to be Asheville, North Carolina. That's all for today. For more news, visit PennLive.com. Also, please don't forget to rate this podcast and to maybe even review it as well. Thanks in advance, and as always, thanks for listening. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and I'll be back tomorrow with more Today in PA. This podcast is brought to you by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania. Get $400 off windows and $800 off doors during their current summer sale. They'll even throw in a free upgrade to Smart Sun Glass too. Visit renewalbyandersen.com for more information. Offer ends August 31st.